Hey guys, so I just want to explain. Let's say you're a guy, okay, and you have seven sexy, beautiful women around you, and it's like you have to talk to them. You have to basically get in the groove with them. You have to be outgoing. You have to be exciting. You have to be charismatic. You have to be yourself around them, and you must not get ahead of your horse, okay? But you have to realize that you have to get to the point where you have to realize that some guys, when they see sexy women around them, and when that guy doesn't feel sexy himself, what happens is suddenly, for example, that guy feels inadequate in some kind of way, or maybe feels unworthy of their attention because of how attractive and how sexy he feels around the woman. You know, so you have to understand that when you have sexy, beautiful women around you, and there's seven of them, or eight of them, or whatever, like there's many of them around you, you have to feel sexy enough to be able to stand up to them, and you have to be sexy enough to be able to basically talk to them, and get to know them, and be charismatic. You understand? And many people, in terms of many guys, are not so charismatic around sexy women. You understand? Because they lack what? They lack confidence. You understand? They lack the confidence because maybe their status isn't as good, or maybe their body shape is not as good, or maybe their penis size is not as good, or whatever it is, But you have to realize that you have to understand something, that when you get around women, okay, when you're around any kind of woman, you have to show up as charismatic. You have to show up as someone who has the lifestyle. You understand? You have to show up in a way that you just feel authentic around them. Okay, you don't even have to have the lifestyle. Okay, you don't have to have this incredible lavish lifestyle to be able to attract beautiful women in your life. Okay, all you need to do is basically be yourself in front of them. You know, basically go for what you want. Go for what you're after. You understand? So you have to realize that when you're around women, okay, you have to showcase your skills. You have to showcase who you are. You have to showcase how you speak to them. You have to be confident around them. Okay, you have to work on your confidence so that you're able to speak to women. Okay, you have to work on yourself so that you're able to speak to anybody you want. So you have to speak to anyone you want in life, and you have to be able to understand what to say, how to say it, why to say it, and you have to understand that it's very simple, okay? Just be yourself in front of people. Act yourself in front of people. Don't think about what she thinks of you. Don't think about what they think of you, okay? Don't think about anything of what they think about you, okay? What you do is you go and approach them, you talk with them, you're fun, you're outgoing, you're basically talking to them, and you're having a good time with them. You're trying to get to know them. You're trying to get to know them. And you're not trying to rush things with them. You're trying to build a connection with them. You're trying to have a fun time with them. Okay, you're trying to open up to them. Okay? This is how you become charismatic. Okay, and you take it slowly. You go slowly with it. You don't try to rush the process. You don't try to rush the process of you hooking up with them straight away. Okay? You try to maybe flirt with them. You try to talk with them a bit, touch them here and there, whatever it is, Um, you have to understand, you have to get to the point where you feel like a man, okay? You feel like a man enough to handle these women, okay? You have to handle them, okay? So what do you need to do? You have to take them out somewhere. You have to talk to them. You have to see what they want. You have to see exactly how you can maneuver around these women. You understand? You have to understand to showcase what do they want. Of course, they just want to be playful with you. They just want to be playful. They want to touch you. They want to have a good time with you, whatever it is. And you need to have a good time with them, okay? So basically, you have to understand that many guys today, they watch porn, okay? They watch a lot of porn, and because they're watching a lot of porn, like when they get an attractive woman who comes up to them, these guys do not know what to say. These guys do not know how to act or feel around a woman who's very attractive around them. It's like it's almost as though they can't handle it. They can't handle a beautiful woman. You understand? So you have to get to the place where you feel very confident in your ability to be able to speak to the woman around you, and you have to be able to approach them, and you have to be able to also understand that you have to go for what you're after. Okay, you have to go for what you think is the best thing for you. Okay, you have to understand that's what you need to do. You have to give it a chance, give women a chance, give people a chance. Okay, make sure you're opening up to them. Make sure you're having fun. Make sure you're not gossiping about any of them. Make sure you're not like trying to get into sex with them straight away without a connection. You know, you're trying to build a connection with these ladies. Okay, build a connection with them and let them lead you into it. Let them lead you into where you should go with them. Okay, you know, you know of a good place, you take them to a good place. You know what I'm saying? You take them somewhere out, you know, you spend money on them, okay? You spend money on them or whatever it is, and you start to feel confident around these women. You know, you start to feel that you are deserving of these women. You have to feel deserving of them, okay? You have to feel deserving of people around you that are good for you, okay? That are basically someone who can add value to you in some kind of way. You have to understand to show that you care, that you're a man, that you are attractive, and that you act attractive. Just because you may be fat doesn't mean you're not attractive. Okay, you're still attractive, but you just have to perceive yourself as attractive. Okay? So for example, myself, I have a little bit of weight issues, but still, you know, I find myself attractive still. I still find myself attractive enough to be able to go and spend time with a woman and give her a good time. You understand? That's the whole point, isn't it? The whole point is to give a woman a good time or a person a good time. You understand? To be able to talk to them and to be able to ask them out, to be able to whatever it is that is on your mind, to talk about it with them and to open up the conversation. You understand? So that you can have a conversation with them, so that you feel like you're playful with them, and so that you're having a good time with them. You understand? That's what you need to do. You understand? You need to be able to showcase your skills, okay? And become attractive, okay? Become attractive enough so that a woman wants to stand by you, so that a woman wants to be around you, and so that you're feeling good about yourself, but be yourself in the process. Be yourself. Don't act like someone else. Don't act like those people in porn videos, okay? Don't act like them. Act like yourself. Act like who you are, okay? So be gentle with people, you know, be gentle with people and start really focusing on your area of improvement, which is growth, okay? Make sure you understand, leave room for growth all the time and start focusing on yourself and helping yourself to get around these women and start really focusing on helping them to understand you, to get to know you. You understand? You go to a nightclub, you know, you approach women. You approach women, you talk to them. You know, you try to get to know them or whatever it is and where it goes from that point. You understand? And that's what you have to understand. You have to get to meet people. You have to talk to people. You have to feel confident about yourself that you can approach anyone you want and you can talk with them. You can talk with them and have a good time with them. Okay? Don't just stick to the boys. Go with the girls too. You understand? Go with the girls and be around girls. Be around them. You understand? You're a man. You're a guy. You're a heterosexual, okay? Which means you go for women, okay? So you have to realize you go with the girls sometimes, you understand? And you go and be around them and hang around with them and have fun with them, you understand? That's what you do. You know, that's what a guy does, okay? A guy goes for women, okay? That's what it is, you understand? So when you're always with the boys, you're never with the girls, you understand? So go with the girls sometimes and you'll see guys coming up to you trying to get in to your business here with the girls. You know, and you'll be like someone who is talkative and whatever it is, you know, with them. But you also have to protect the girls. Okay, you have to protect the girls And you have to understand to be aggressive sometimes, to understand, to let the person know that the girls are not interested. Yeah, and that's it. You have to understand. And you have to protect the girls and be a protector of women, okay? You have to be a protector of women, okay? You have to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a man who protects women, okay? That's what you have to do.